Hey guys! So I am here to update you on the entire UPS situation. And if you haven't seen my first video regarding the service that I got from UPS, I'm going to be linking it down in the description below. I highly suggest that you watch that one first so that this one will make more sense. So after I had made that video, I got an email back from my friend's boyfriend in Italy. He stated that he had gotten a hold of someone from UPS Canada and they were going to call him back on Friday, July 20th, which was supposed to be the cutoff date for the package, so that they could process a retrieval request. And I'm like, oh my god, that's great, like that's awesome. Meanwhile, I had sent an email to UPS Italy after being helped by a representative named Ryan. Or so I had thought. Ryan had explained to me that if I switched the website to Italy English in the language settings, that I would be able to send an email to UPS Italy. I asked her several times, she said yes, so I went ahead and did it, and instead I got a reply from UPS Canada. The email once again stated that I had to get a hold of the shipper, and pretty much all of the same information that I had heard several times before. It was then that I reached my breaking point. So you know what I did? I sent them an email reply, listing off every single point of false information that I had been told. I included every single account of when I was speaking to a representative that was rude to me when they were giving me, again, false information, and how I would never be using their service again. Then I sent that bad boy off. A day later, I got a phone call back from this woman named Lee who works with UPS Canada customer care. She apologized profusely for all that I had been through with regards to the package, asked me for names of any of the reps that were rude to me over the phone, and told me that she herself was going to email the overgoods department, which was apparently where my package was being held, to process a retrieval request herself. Honestly, I was so beyond happy. I'd finally gotten somewhere with this after almost 2 months and things were looking good. I also informed her that my friend's boyfriend was going to be getting a phone call back from UPS Canada as well, so that he could also put in a retrieval request for the package, and she was like, okay, that's perfect, awesome. She tells me that she'll be giving me regular phone call updates and that my package will be shipped out as soon as possible with any fees waived. I didn't have to pay anything. I was so happy and so excited, and I thanked her multiple times before I hung up the phone. It was also at that point that I got an email reply again from my friend's boyfriend. I guess UPS Canada never phoned him back to get a retrieval request put in. And yes, I know that I was made aware that Lee was going to be putting in a retrieval request herself, but she did advise me that it would still be a good idea for my friend's boyfriend to put one in as well. So I give UPS Canada yet another phone call while I'm on my break at work. I get a new representative, I explain the situation for what seems like the billionth time, and I also tell her that I have been in contact with one of their customer service representatives named Lee. I just got off the phone with her, and that she'll be tracking the status of my package. So I finished telling this representative everything. She now knows everything because I've told her literally everything. But even though all the information is laid out in front of her, she proceeds to tell me that no, my package is officially abandoned, and that there is no record of me corresponding with anyone named Lee at UPS Canada. At that point, I was so done. Like, I was actually shaking. I was so done. I was so pissed. So beyond pissed. So I asked her if I could speak with a supervisor or someone above her because I was getting nowhere with this representative. So I get connected to a supervisor. I explain the situation yet again, and I include the fact that I've had a phone conversation with Lee, and not only that, but I got an email from her as well to reconfirm everything we'd spoken about on the phone. So I had an email from her, and I also had spoken with her on the phone. The supervisor apologizes profusely for all the inconvenience that I've had to deal with, and she says that she also is going to be monitoring my package and giving me updates as the process goes on. So I thanked her and I hung up the phone. A day or so passes by and I finally get another email back from Lee. She says that she had spoken with the overgoods department and that she had communicated with the supervisor that I had spoken to on the phone. So now both Lee and this supervisor, both of them know everything. They both know everything about what's going on with my package and the entire situation. Now we come to July 30th, my birthday, this past Monday. I get a phone call from UPS saying that my package is expected to be delivered by the end of the day on July 31st. So I'm like, okay, cool, thanks. I hang up the phone. Then in the afternoon, I get another phone call from them asking if my package was delivered. And I'm like, no, nobody came to my door. I don't see anything on my porch. Nothing. So the rep tells me that my package was delivered to my front door at 9:40 a.m. that morning. Bullshit. Nothing was there. I checked everywhere on my porch just to double check. Nothing was there. And then finally, and you know what, at the end of the day, none of this behavior phases me anymore because I've dealt with so many rude reps through UPS on the phone. Like, it doesn't faze me anymore. This rep says to me, in a very snarky tone, mind you, well, you need to go check your mailbox and get this figured out. Get a hold of us once you've checked. I hang up the phone, I go and I check, nothing. Then finally, a knock at our front door. It's our neighbors and they are holding my package in their hands. They apologized because they had been waiting for a package, and because they just assumed that my package was theirs because it was delivered to their house, they started opening it. I honestly had no problem with that. I said thank you to the neighbors, took my package, and I was so beyond happy that I finally got my friggin' package. So then it occurred to me that I should probably phone UPS Canada one more time and just let them know that I got the package, and then I never, ever have to contact them again. Right as I'm about to call them, I get a phone call, and it's actually from Girly, the supervisor that I've been in contact with for my package. I let her know that I had finally received the package, and she happily replies back saying, oh thank goodness, I'm so happy that you got it, and just, you know, she was really happy that I had gotten my package. But then I expressed to her that yes, I did get my package. After dealing with multiple representatives for almost 2 months over the phone, calling UPS so many times and spending countless hours on the phone, being given so much false information, and having multiple representatives from UPS Canada be rude to me over the phone, I told her that it was incredibly sad that I had to go through all of that to get my package when it was actually a mistake on UPS's end. Like, none of this should have happened. I shouldn't have had to do any of this. It was a screw up on UPS's end. They should have fixed it. Girly agreed with me and apologized again multiple times before I hung up the phone for the final time. So that's that. Yep, that's the end of the story. I got my package and I'm really happy about that. I am so incredibly relieved and it feels like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders, but all the things that I had to do to get it, I shouldn't have had to do any of that. None of it. None of that should have happened. So there you go, guys. That was the conclusion of my whole nightmare UPS situation. Again, if you're watching this video and you haven't seen part 1, I'm going to link it down in the description below. I really do highly advise that you go watch that video. Otherwise, this one may not make as much sense. Give this video a massive thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you guys enjoy my videos. Click the little bell icon down below so you're not missing notifications for uploads from me. Keep being awesome. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers. Have a good one. Bye, guys.